Hey guys, welcome to Let the Good Dice Roll episode 33. Sorry I don't have the girls here with me, but we split our episodes up between 2 nights of gaming. Anyway, welcome to part 2 of Special Demons Unit. So you guys get an FBI car, and you go to... It's now just the two of you.
Okay. Are these cars bugged?
She would know. She works for him.
Not that you know of, but you can always check.
Okay, what would I roll for that? Investigation and wits?
Investigation and wits, or wits and security.
So we're gonna go with investigation and wits.
Difficulty is going to be a 6.
I'm also gonna help.
Are you doing security?
Yeah.
Difficulty is a 7 for you.
I mean, I can do investigation if you want me to do investigation. I can do
No,
security.
I'm giving you difficulty of a 7 because you're not familiar with the FBI cars.
6.
Oh, okay.
6 successes.
4! I got 2 10s.
You find a bug in the car.
I very carefully remove it.
The bug is removed, and you two now have...
Absolute privacy?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so we're fucked.
Yeah. What the...
He knows I was lying, but he thinks it's the head trauma. And he suspects you were lying as well. You're a fucking serial killer? Why the fuck do you get the good food suit?
I claimed it first.
God damn it, you bitch!
It's so fucking funny because because Julia has the higher torment.
You fucking bitch. Okay, what are we gonna do?
I don't know. Like, this person's got a list that they're going through. Trying to go through the Rolodex of everyone.
Who's next on the list?
Someone actually in this area, apparently.
What did they do?
Something about repeated child abuse or something like that.
Let me see if I can get Eduardo to pull the files on that.
I, write down the name that's in my head and just hand it to her.
Okay, I'm gonna look at that and, I'm like, alright, I'm gonna drop you off. Do you have a place?
Just say you heard about it at the hospital or something like that. Or ask about it at the hospital and see if,
I have an idea. Victimology would dictate that you're going after people who recently got off on charges.
yeah.
If you're in the area and this just popped up, then this would be the one to go for.
Yeah, which means I probably shouldn't be in this area, but...
Now we've got police people looking after you.
Yeah, if
It's
somebody's...
gonna make your job a lot harder.
Yeah, if someone's staking out my place, I can't really do much, and if I don't do something while they're watching me, then it's gonna make it look like it is me.
Okay, so I'm gonna need you to try and carry on as business as usual. Basically what I've got is just somebody watching your house to make sure nobody's staking you out.
If your commanding officer or whatever suspects me, he's probably gonna have a tail on me.
Christina, make me a conviction roll.
Okay, how does that...
Roll your conviction.
Okay.
Difficulty is a 6.
Well, that cancels that, so 1.
You have the... It is hard to suppress, but you have the desire to still carry out your plan.
Yeah, I figured.
To take out... Basically, with virtue rolls, if you're trying to negate your virtue, you want failures.
Okay.
So what we need is a patsy.
Yeah. We're to a copycat.
So what I'm hearing is we need to find somebody that you can manipulate. You need to find somebody you can convince.
This person doesn't have a lot of friends.
Who would we...
It immediately goes off in your criminal profiling. Another show of a serial killer.
God damn it. Why do I know so much about you? And apparently we're not even supposed to be fucking friends. Okay, look, it's DC. There's gotta be hobos somewhere. Maybe you can convince one of them that you're like a savior.
Maybe. Possibly. I mean...
Essentially the demon thing.
Mm-hmm.
Could try that. Or get somebody to turn on somebody. If there's stuff that's going on, it doesn't even have to be a high-profile person, just somebody who got off on a crime.
Yeah.
Just enough to deter people so I can do the thing.
We need a decoy. So I'm gonna run with this name. And I'm gonna try and lead the case towards this person. That's who you need to direct your patsy after while you plan your next victim.
I mean, yeah. If somebody can take care of that one, they're gone. So that's one less person on the list.
But they'll also take the fall for it.
And then I just take out somebody else simultaneously.
Yep.
That's also on the list.
The MIDI sound of Shaggy's "It Wasn't Me" starts ringing from your cell phone.
Agent Raider.
Christina, I have a question for you. Can you come up with a name for that child molester or that child abuser?
Fuck. Okay. So Harold Gordon. There you go.
Harold Gordon. Hello, Alice. It's me, Helena.
Oh, baby cakes. What can I do for you?
I am getting very confused when you call me Baby Cakes, but you have also called Eduardo Baby Cakes. What?
The fucking accent sounded very similar, so I
It's
thought
Helena.
It's Helena.
Helena, hello. How can I help you?
Hello. So, I know. Have you dropped off Miss Kenzie yet?
Pulling up to her place now.
Excellent. Once you're done, can you please go and investigate this address? It is the residence of a Harold. How do you say this last? What was the other one? Harold
Gordon.
A residence of a Mr. Harold Gordon.
Harold Gordon. Why do I know that name?
There were recently child molestation charges placed against him.
Sounds
in
like
court.
that sounds like just the kind of person.
Yes, the local cops have called us, and apparently he was found shot in the head with a long-range rifle.
All right, I'm gonna drop Miss Kenzie off. I'll be there soon.
It happened in the last 20 minutes.
Excellent.
I assume you have the volume up so I can hear it.
Last 20 minutes, you say?
Yes.
Okay, so the Silent Night can't be too far away. We'll be there soon.
All right.
Fantastic. All right. I'm gonna just drop you somewhere. You got a place?
I would assume I probably have an actual house. Also, BT dubs, that picture of the dog is totally not the dog that she has.
Okay.
She just in my meticulous-minded head, she would go out and buy dog food occasionally for, like, a facade, to keep that facade up, to lure people and being like, I'm just looking for my dog. That gets out a lot.
Fucking genius. So, alright, I gotta go take a look at this.
Okay, so here's the question. Do you actually drop Kenzie off, or do you keep Kenzie with you?
Look, I think it'd be safer if you weren't with me.
Probably.
There's no reason for me to bring a witness to a new crime scene, especially when I'm supposed to be dropping you off, and they did just tell me I need to get you back to your house.
Yeah.
Alright, what's your address? I'll drop you there.
Tell you the address. And...
Alright. I'm gonna drop you off. You have my card if you need to call me. It's a direct line to me. Burner phones aren't a thing right now.
Not really.
Nope. Okay. Call me in about 3 hours.
Okay.
And we'll figure something out.
Okay.
Alright.
I'll just call saying that I vaguely remember something or calling to check on you or something like that.
Yeah. Broad shoulders, military boots.
Yeah. Thankfully, I have none of that.
Yeah. That's why I said it. Alright, and so I drop off Kenzie.
Okay.
Is the police detail there yet?
Yes, there's a small police detail. There's like a deputy there.
I basically explained to the officer, we suspect that she might be targeted by the Silent Night killer. Please just be careful. She's a possible witness.
Yeah, don't worry, ma'am. We got this.
I figured you do. Thank you for your hard work, sir. And then I head to the crime scene. Cool.
Okay, Christina, what are you going to do?
So I have a police detail in my house already.
You do have a police
Or
detail in your
apartment,
house?
or
But it's more
whatever.
like a guy sitting in his car outside, I'm assuming.
You have He's more interested in texting his girlfriend. Let's just say he's not taking his job very seriously.
Cool. I'm gonna call up Matthew and see if he wants to have that lunch date. And try and sneak out either the back window or back door or whatever. Wherever the cop isn't at.
Okay.
To meet up with him.
Fire escape.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm in an apartment or a small house or whatever. I haven't really thought about
call
that.
Up Matthew, and he's just like, "Hey, Kenzie, I just got off work. What good timing. Are you calling in that food?"
Yeah, you sound like you had a rough day. I want to hear all about it.
You know what I want? Burritos and margaritas.
Ooh, that I think that'll hit the spot.
I know a great Mexican place. Let's go.
Sounds
good. So
good.
You guys are going to go meet up at a Mexican place.
Mm-hmm.
Alice goes to the address of
Harold Gordon.
Harold Gordon.
Such a bad
Alleged
child molester.
Air
quotes, alleged.
Make me, upon coming in, do you have are any of your lores applicable to helping you with any of this? Because we have not done any...
the book.
We have not done any actual demon shit yet.
Oh, but I just wanted to play an FBI agent.
I wrote all mine down, so I don't need the book for lores.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. I wrote down on the back of my sheet.
One of them was probably going to work.
Is it lore of patterns?
Pretty sure it's patterns. Alright, I have 2 in patterns, so I have trace pattern.
Okay.
I can let me sense localities or people that are the heart of a convergence or consequential forces.
Okay.
And allows a fiend to view a particular event and analyze the various forces that caused it to occur.
Okay, that would be extremely helpful to you. I'm glad that we got to look that up.
What do you have your dots in?
What do you mean?
What'd you put your 3 dots in? You have 2 in patterns?
2 in patterns, 1 in portals.
Okay.
Gotta start thinking with portals.
No, you're fine. I was just curious.
Okay, so, how do you want to do this? You are at the crime scene.
Alright, I'm going to do this, very...
And can I see the demon book so I can actually read through what those do while that you're talking?
It's a perception and intuition roll. Eventually, when I get to it.
For sense convergence, which one are you doing?
Rank 2.
So trace patterns. To read that out, this evocation allows the fiend to view a particular event and analyze various forces that caused it to occur. This insight comes in the form of a vague impression that sharpens into detailed image as the demon devotes their unblinking attention to them.
I.e. criminal profiling. I get out of the car. I assume that there's cops everywhere. We have a forensic crew that's just coming onto site since this happened 20 minutes ago.
Yes.
So...
You are almost first on the scene.
Alright. So...
The crime scene has not been tampered with.
Alright. Glove up.
As far as you're aware.
I'm going to turn to... Who's the officer on the scene? Or I turn to the officer on scene.
Captain Murphy.
You said his name.
I know. I looked at my dog and it's
right.
Captain Murphy.
Captain Murphy, how are you?
Oh, hey there. You're that FBI girl.
Yes, Special Agent Alice Rader, criminal BAU. What happened?
Well, you see, this guy, Howard Gordon over here, Harold. He got shot in the head from over on that yonder building.
How do you know it's that far away?
What?
How do you know that's where the shot came from?
Well, that's where, that's just a guess, but from the long caliber rifle and the fact that there are no, there's no gunpowder residue on the victim, I assume that it had to have traveled at least a couple hundred yards.
Okay, so this murder occurred 20 minutes ago.
Yes.
When did you get here?
I got here about 10 minutes ago.
In 10 minutes, you were able to determine that it was a high-caliber weapon shot from long distance.
Well, ma'am, I was in the Gulf War, and I know what a head looks like when it pops from a high-caliber rifle.
Any other victims?
No, just him.
Anyone else in the house?
No.
Alright, Sunday, midday, where would the wife and kids be?
What wife and kids?
Oh, he has no other family that we know.
No, he's a manager down at the local ABC store.
So, where was the victim found?
He was found in his living room, watching some VHS tapes.
Child pornography?
Yeah.
Alright.
It's some shit, it's some sick shit in there.
Oh, good. I got forensics on site. Hey, guys, I need all of the VHS tapes bagged and, logged into evidence. I need to get my guy Eduardo to look at those. Send them straight over to the BAU.
Okay.
Have you touched anything?
No, ma'am.
Where did the call come from?
The call came from from his neighbor, Miss Cynthia, who's who's just freaking out over there. She's just, oh boy.
How far away is Miss Cynthia?
Miss Cynthia's about
how far away does she live?
She lives there's a nice yard between them.
Would she have heard the gunshot?
Is this like
Yes.
a nice suburban
Yes,
area?
this is a nice suburban area.
Okay, so bullet fly. She hears the gunshot, goes through the glass, kills the guy, and 10 minutes later you're on site.
Yes.
Probably look for the glass shatter. Maybe.
That would make sense. The glass shatter to me would alert you more.
Mm-hmm.
Unless she was listening to the radio or watching TV. But gunshots in this area wouldn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, this is a nice part of town. This is I know that Woodbridge has a really bad rap, but this is the nice part of Woodbridge. This is where all the rich people live.
My side comment is you said it was a long range.
It was a long range rifle.
So the long range, depending on how the range is, you wouldn't have heard it because you would hear it closer to where it's.
I'm sorry, she heard the glass shattering.
Okay.
She thought there was a break-in.
Gotcha. Sorry, that's my aside to this. Sorry.
So I got a nosy neighbor and a dead pedo. Alleged pedo. Alright, did we recover any ballistics?
No, not yet. Like I said, we haven't touched the crime scene.
Okay. I'm gonna let my people do their work. Can you take me into where he was killed?
Yeah, of course.
Alright. So, when I get in there, I'm going to roll perception and intuition.
Okay.
What's my difficulty?
Is that, are you doing trace patterns?
Yes.
I'm just seeing if there's a cost for it.
It should be a faith cost.
Okay, so you are going to spend a faith.
I think. I'm not exactly sure how these work.
Let's go with you
Which
spend.
thing? I'm sorry?
Trace patterns. Would it say that you spend a faith if you have to spend a faith or not?
I believe so.
It does not say that you spend a faith, so you might just do this automatically.
Alright.
Let's just go with you spend a faith for now, and I'll have you guys recover it between sessions. Because I am planning on
My
having
difficulty was 6?
Yes.
5.
Fuck! Okay.
With
Matthew.
burritos and margaritas.
Burritos and margaritas. Hello, señorita. What can I get for you? As the waiter comes up.
I'll just start pointing to things on the menu. Like this burrito, nix the salsa, or just put it on the side. Matthew likes salsa. You can have my salsa.
Mm-hmm.
And then a margarita, please.
All right. Will that be the big margarita this time, or the small margarita?
Let's go small. It's been a weird day, so I don't want to.
Are you sure weird days call for big celebrations? Is it been that kind of weird day?
No, it's been a weird day where I would want hard liquor, but we're just gonna go with small for now.
All right. He walks off, and then Matthew just kind of looks and goes, "It's a little weird. Normally, after your weird days, you usually
This has
like
been
to
a
get.
weirder day. Like,
So you're gonna get less drunk for a weirder day?
while we're out, less drunk. I'll start with a small. Might work my way up. We'll
Okay.
see.
We're gonna have to get there. So, how's your day been?
How many people are in this restaurant, by the way? Are we in a reasonable spot where we can kind of talk?
It's a Sunday, but it's after lunch, so
It's after the church crowds left.
it's not only is it after the church crowds left, but it's also the very end of football season. So this is not a sports bar.
Okay. So it's probably got a couple tables.
It's probably got a couple tables, but there are at least you guys have at least 2 tables on either side of you before
Okay.
other people.
Well, I'm gonna lean into him and be like, I have some weird days where it's just like, okay, whatever. This was weird day. Like I have to go to Quantico, but I'm talking very very quietly to him.
Okay, so we're gonna use our normal voices,
Yeah.
but we're gonna just assume that we're talking quietly.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell
You
him.
went to Quantico? Why'd you go to Quantico?
Wrong place, wrong time, I guess.
What? Were you in the middle of accidentally getting strangled by BTK?
Nothing.
He's been caught for years.
No, he hasn't. BTK got caught in 2005.
Yeah, but this is way outside of his range.
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
I'm sorry. sorry. You can't do this to me.
No, but well, different tangent of people who murder people, I guess. I found an FBI agent on the ground and
Okay, that's weird.
then
Whoa.
got taken to Quantico as I guess a witness, possible suspect for what happened to her.
Okay,
And they
who
started-
do they think you are? Do
Do
they think you're the Silent Knight?
Yeah, they do.
You, the Silent Knight? Are you kidding me? I had to show you how to hold a gun.
Right?
Like, you... No! Oh, man. Oh, fucking...
I know, that's what I told him. It was crazy. Well, I mean, I was kind of scared because it's like, thought I was doing a nice thing, and then all of a sudden it's like, we're gonna take you in and question you. Did you have like head trauma and all this other stuff? And I'm like, I don't. What's going on?
Why are you asking me these many questions? The burritos come. The waiter was like, "Here you go, senor, senorita. Here are your burritos and your margaritas. Please enjoy your time and leave a nice tip." The guy like drops his fake fucking Spanish accent. Leave a nice tip.
I look at Matthew. I was like, so you're leaving a nice tip, right?
Yeah, of course I'm gonna leave a nice tip. He keeps up the act real fun. It gives a nice authentic thing to it. You don't think this is like weird that they like make people do the accent, do you?
I mean, it. I guess it fits the atmosphere. I've seen weirder, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh man.
But enough about that whole debacle, I guess? I don't know. But you were saying that you had a weird day, anthrax and stuff?
Yeah, there was a guy who came in and swore that he was the guy who was throwing out the anthrax and that he was going to shoot himself. And, you know, regular Tuesday, even though it's a Sunday, so I guess it's not really regular. It's
Regular Tuesday if it was a Tuesday.
regular Tuesday if it was Tuesday. You know, you think that you get into the law profession to have a bit of stability, but, like, they don't tell you about the crazy people that come. I need a secretary. Listen, I know that you're a really good psychiatrist, but are you interested in a secretary position? Because I feel like you're one of the few people that I can trust.
I mean, what are you looking to pay me? Was it like that one time that I helped you with the stuff? Or are we talking like actual salary?
I could probably talk to the head of the firm to get you an actual salary.
I mean, I'm kind of between jobs right now, so I don't see why not.
You can hear the MIDI sound from his cell phone of "Don't go chasing waterfalls,"
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
and he picks it up.
Please stick to the rivers and the lakes that you used to.
He picks it up. Back to Julia. You have used.
I got a 5.
You got
on
5
patterns.
successes on trace patterns. At 3 successes or more, you might take the demon back a quarter of an hour to give a broader idea of the forces leading up to the event.
Look, patterns is super good. Patterns and portals are my faves.
I'm a chronal profiler. This couldn't be more perfect.
You see, across the cul-de-sac, an old woman going up into her attic, carrying on her back a hunting rifle.
I love this already.
I'm so in.
You see her push open a secret hatch on her roof. She lays down with the precision and
Skill.
of a trained United States Army sniper. You can see through the telescopic sight on the rifle the terrible things on the television. A man with his pants around his ankles, and then you can see his head come into the crosshairs. The sight moves up slightly to adjust for wind resistance and velocity,
And going through the window.
and then the sound of a gunshot rings out, and you can see through the telescopic lens as a head explodes like a melon.
Chasing waterfalls.
Don't go chasing waterfalls comes on. He picks up his phone. He listens. Ha! Hey, how you doing? Yeah? You see his eyes go wide.
Everything okay?
Oh. He turns and he looks to 3 tables over at a man chewing on some tortilla chips with a ragged beard.
Does he look
He
kept
looks
together otherwise, except for the beard?
he looks like a homeless man who has seen some shit.
Like
Like
that
up
nom,
into nom.
Yeah, that nom flashback.
That Nom flashback.
Okay.
The phone drops, the Nokia 3310 drops out of his hands. And you see your friend Matthew stand up, and in a trance, he exits the booth and he goes, I have to go to the bathroom.
Hey, like she's gonna like grab his wrists.
He
Not like strong, just enough to kind of like hold him in
he
place.
does not. He pulls out of your grasp. Unless you want to make a strength check against him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Strength and what?
Strength and athletics. Difficulty 6.
3.
Okay. You successfully hold him there. He tugs and he tugs, and he looks back to you and he goes, That's one of my clients. He was supposed to be a client. He did something awful to a girl in the alleyway.
What do you mean?
He molested her.
Okay, so he was supposed to be your client. Why is he
But I
here?
turned him down. He looks to you. He looks to the person who is supposed to be his client. And then in a sudden surge of speed, you see him pull out a 9mm.
What's the trajectory of the bullet?
The trajectory of the bullet is basically coming down from from that roof down to hit him.
Okay, so I
Square in
kind of
the head.
turn as though I'm like seeing this in my head, and looking at my forensics team, and I'm kind of like pointing at the line to the head.
Mhm.
Bullet there.
They go and get the bullet.
All right, I bag it up in evidence. I need to get this over to forensics. If I'm right, this is an older weapon. What's the name of the lady that lives next door?
Gwyneth.
Gwyneth. How old is she?
She's about 65. She looks a little older, but
What do we know about her?
she just heard the window shatter and she called the police.
I'm gonna pull up my phone. Eduardo.
Yes, this is Eduardo.
Hey, baby cakes. I need you to run something for me.
Yes, of course, I can run anything
I need
for you,
some-
baby cakes.
Oh, aren't you sweet?
I'm always so sweet to you.
I know, and I appreciate it. I need those talented fingers of yours working real quick on them keys.
Ooh, are we gonna have another night down in Tijuana?
Maybe, maybe not. Depends on if you're bringing the other boys. So, look,
Ooh,
Eddie,
you know
Eddie.
I can always bring the bow.
Eddie, baby.
Oh, hey, Alice,
Yes.
you know you do not call me Eddie. I do not like that.
Sorry, Eduardo. I'm sorry, baby cakes.
Thank you, baby cakes.
All right, I need you to. What was the name of the lady?
Gwyneth.
I need you to run
Is it Paltrow?
a background.
No. No, she's not selling fucking goop on the street.
I need you to run a background check on this latest victim's neighbor. First name Gwyneth. I don't have her last name. I can send you over the address.
I just give you a random Gwyneth Smith.
Gwyneth Smith. I need her. I need some background information on her. Did she do any time in the military?
No, she did not. Her husband did, but her husband's been deceased for 5 years now.
What did her husband do in the military?
Her husband was a military sniper in the Vietnam War.
Okay. Sniper in the Vietnam War. What has Gwyneth been doing since her husband died?
Mostly gardening.
Okay.
She's got this blog about gardening. I didn't realize that a woman this old could... Oh, wow, these are some very interesting tips. I could use this for my pepper garden.
Oh, I love you, Eduardo. Baby cakes, I'm going to talk to you later, okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and I'm going to hang up, and
Are you going to go interview Gwyneth?
I'm going to turn to the officer and be like, all right, what do you know about this neighborhood? This is your BE, right?
Well, now, you see, this neighborhood's a good place to live. I lived just down the street here, you know.
How long you lived here?
About 10 years.
What do you know about Gwyneth?
Oh, well, her and her husband used to be great. Her husband was great at the barbecue. He had such great war stories, too.
Did they have any kids?
Yeah, but they're all moved out now.
Grandchildren?
Yeah, but they're down in Wisconsin.
Okay, so here's my next question. How old are her grandkids, do you know?
Oh, maybe like 4 or 5.
Okay. Is this going to sound a little weird? This bullet came from her roof.
Well, now that is weird, but I guess that would track with you if the trajectory is right.
I'm going on a hunch. Give me 1 second. I'm going to call up Morgan. Hey, Morgan?
This is Special Agent Francis York Morgan. How can I help you?
Hey, it's Raider.
Hey, Raider.
I'm checking out that latest murder. This kind of tracks with the Silent Night.
Okay.
Same MO, but the suspect doesn't hit. I don't want you to ring me too hard for this, but I suspect a 65-year-old woman.
Okay, that's a little weird.
I know. I'm gonna need a warrant to search her house for the murder weapon, and possibly, don't ask why I'm thinking about this, but like, again, it's just a hunch, it's an intuition thing. I think there's a hatch, because the trajectory of the bullet tracks that it came from her roof, so I need to...
Yeah, I can push that through with some of my people. We'll have Helen bring it down in 10 minutes.
Awesome. I've got crime scene analysis and forensics units down here. I'm sending all the evidence back to Quantico.
Yeah, just make sure that you interview the suspect if she's still there.
Absolutely. I'm going to bring her in if I can.
Okay, sounds good.
Thanks. Appreciate you, Morgan.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm going to hang up and be like, where is Miss Gwyneth now?
Oh, she's over there with the paramedics. She said that she had some leg trauma coming down there. She was up in her attic, and when she heard the glass shatter, she thought that it was her own house. So she came down and she ran, and her leg her knees just don't work the way they used to.
I'm gonna go over and talk to Miss Gwyneth. Miss Gwyneth.
So first off, she matches the description of the old lady that you saw in your vision.
Miss Gwyneth, are you all right?
Oh, hi, dearie. Yes, I'm okay. I heard
you fell.
I fell, and then I went over to help out Mr. Harold, but there were some very terrible things on that television.
I understand, Mrs. Smith. Are you well enough to answer a few questions for me?
I'm sure that I could try.
What were you doing in your attic?
Oh, well, I was just going through some of the old photos of me and my husband.
Did you happen to hear or notice anything odd in your house outside of the glass shatter?
No, not particularly.
Can I interject something real
Yes.
quick? So, demons happen to have supernatural awareness. So, we're inherently in tune to the fabric of reality and sensitive to energies and influences beyond the awareness of mortals. So we can roll perception awareness to get a feeling of supernatural qualities in a given area.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna do that to try
Difficulty?
to figure it out.
Difficulty is going to be a 6.
Because I would have wanted to do that as soon as Matthew started acting weirdly.
5.
You can tell that there is something supernatural influencing her.
To further this also, you can sense supernatural energies that work within an area equal to face score in miles. If you wish to sense the energies at work in the aura, you make a successful perception and alertness roll, difficulty 7. So kind of if you want to pinpoint it a little better.
Okay.
Roll it.
Let me know how many successes you get and I'll tell you.
Difficulty 6.
Difficulty
7.
3.
So you know without a doubt the direction from which the disturbance emanates and a rough idea of the distance.
You can tell that there is something supernatural in her right pants pocket.
Ma'am, I don't want to alarm you, but would you mind emptying your pockets for me?
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, I can do that. And she reaches into her pockets.
So as soon as Matthew
he pulls out a 9mm.
As soon as Matthew started acting weird and giving me this weird look, I want to do the same thing and be like, what the fuck?
Okay.
So, perception and awareness,
Now that you're aware of that roll that you can make.
Yeah, I thought there was something for Pinky for like supernatural shit going on. I just couldn't remember, so I wanted to look it up. Woohoo! Okay, so the first one, it doesn't say what it is. I assume the first one's a 6 is the normal.
Mhm.
And then the 7 is for the next one. So that's 7 successes to see if there's something funky going on around here.
Oh yeah, there's definitely something funky going on.
And then I'm gonna do the additional one, which is perception alertness, which is the same amount of dice.
But that is difficulty 7.
Yep. So that's gonna take that one away. 4, which means I know precisely how far away the disturbance is and in what direction. If I know the area well, I can work exactly what event took place or now occurs.
The disturbance or thing that has caused this supernatural event to occur is in his breast pocket.
Where he put his phone?
And it's about the size of a Nokia 3310
I thought he dropped
cell
it.
phone. Oh yeah, I'm sorry, he dropped it. It is on the floor, and it's the size of a Nokia 3310.
Is there anything else within
No.
3 miles?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
That is it.
Okay.
Now, so back to this. You can tell that there's something going on with that cell phone. He has pulled out his gun
Okay.
and is about to shoot
This supposed child molester.
his supposed child molester.
Which, in my brain space, she only goes after people that she is just like, this is definitely someone who did a thing.
Mhm.
So for all she knows, because she doesn't know this case in particular, he's about to possibly shoot an innocent person.
Right.
And since her whole thing is get rid of the confirmed bad people to make the world a better place, he's potentially about to shoot an innocent person.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got one hand on his wrist. I'm going to take my other hand and put it under his wrist and lift it up so that
Okay.
he's going to fire into the ceiling instead of at the
Okay,
guy.
make me a strength and athletics roll. Difficulty 6.
I wish I could do manipulate gravity, but it only works on myself, unfortunately. So difficulty 6?
Yep.
Only 1.
You still passed him by 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just at the very last moment, you grab his forearm, and with what little strength you have, because most of your main arm is on
Yeah.
his holding him there, you make it go upwards, and you can hear the sound of a gunshot ring out, just a boom, as he fires into the air. Everybody in the area starts to scatter.
I get up, and I have my hand on both of his hands now.
Mhm.
I'm going to try and, knock the gun out of his hand, whether it's, bashing on the table or
Strength
whatever.
and athletics again.
Still a 6?
Mm-hmm.
2 successes.
Okay, you beat his 1.
Okay.
You manage to smash the gun out of his hands. You can kind of feel he's definitely going to be feeling this in the morning.
That's fine.
And the gun goes sliding underneath the table. You can see the haze in his eyes beginning to lift. And he just goes, what was that about?
I don't know, but we need to get you out of here.
Back to you, Julia. You can see that her thing is in her right pocket.
Oh, she pulled it out.
She pulled it out. It is a Nokia 3310.
Ma'am, may I see your phone?
Is that the same phone that Matthew had? Okay.
It's the same model phone I've been referencing this entire
I'm
fucking
making
game.
sure that
Ma'am.
Nokia's behind the destruction of the world.
Ma'am, do you mind if I see your phone?
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Shake hands over her phone.
Take the phone. I'm gonna go through recent calls.
There is one recent call from an unknown number
From how long ago?
from 20 minutes ago. 20-ish minutes ago.
Ma'am, I don't want you to be alarmed, but I think that the suspect might have been in your home. Do we have permission to search your home?
Yeah, sure, that's fine.
Fantastic. I'm going to send the officers in and tell them what we're looking for,
Okay.
which is a older model sniper rifle, probably used during the Vietnam War, a hatch in the attic.
Okay. You tell them that.
I'm gonna. No. I'm gonna hand over the phone to somebody and say, I need this put into evidence.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to go inside myself first. Say, I need you guys to search down here.
Can I GM this? That there's something supernatural about that phone.
Put it in an evidence bag and put it in my pocket. And then I'm going inside.
Okay.
Search the basement. If there is one, I need all windows on the ground floor searched. I'm going to go upstairs and check it out.
Okay. You go and do that?
This little old lady didn't do anything wrong. So in my mind, she was possessed.
Mm-hmm.
Which means I need to figure out whoever the fuck possessed her.
Mm-hmm.
So is there any windows in the attic?
No.
No.
There's the hatch, but there are no windows.
All right.
There's like a light, and then there's a hatch.
Bedroom windows upstairs.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to, with my gloved hands, lift one open.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to make this look like somebody else broke in.
Okay.
Can I do like a reverse engineering thing using investigation?
Sure.
Using wits and investigation because I'm thinking on the fly.
Mm-hmm.
I need to stage this to look like somebody else broke in.
Okay, roll it. It's going to be a difficulty 8, though.
2.
You think that you can stage it to make it look like this so long as the cops are doing this, but if the FBI got a hold of this, this would not hold up.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get away with this. I have no idea how. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to arrest a grandma.
Okay.
Because she technically pulled the trigger.
Is there anything else you want to do?
Where's the gun?
You don't know.
Alright, can I roll...
You want to investigate the body at all?
The body upstairs in the house?
No, the body of the dude who got shot.
Harold Gordon.
Okay, I'm going to go back and investigate the body.
Okay. You go there.
Perception?
Yeah, perception and investigation.
Also, Hurdle trying to look for the gun is not a bad idea.
I'm not saying that it's not. It is definitely not, but I will say that it is not going. I'm going to say as a GM, it's not going to be found. Something is fucking with things.
5.
5?
5.
Cool. You notice something weird about this. Besides the fact that obviously the body has no head from taking a large caliber rifle
Shot.
The body is also missing a foot. It looks recent, like it was still bleeding.
Where's the blood trail lead?
It leads about 3 feet away and it disappears.
Cool. I'm going to relate all this to the forensics team.
Okay. You also still have something weird and magical in your pocket.
And I'm going to step out back real quick
Mm-hmm.
and dial that number.
Okay.
I mean, I'm gonna grab his gun because
Mm-hmm.
we're not trying to leave that here, and I'm gonna grab that phone and put it in my pocket.
Okay.
And
Okay,
then,
so then
I was gonna use Find the Path to get the quickest and safest way out of there and away from the scene.
Okay, what do you roll for that?
So I roll Perception and Survival.
Okay. Do it.
So, and depending on how difficult you perceivably would think that would be, is based on how many successes I need.
Okay.
Ooh, that's 6 dice. Okay. Don't fuck me, dice. Okay, well, that takes away that one. I think it's just a normal... Yeah, it's just normal 6. So, 2 successes.
Okay. You know that there are some back alleys around here that you guys can take to loop around, get back to your car, and then leave.
Probably his car, because I would have had him pick me up.
His car.
Because I think even though the agent who's on my house probably wasn't paying a lot of attention, they probably would have noticed if I took my car.
Yeah, they wouldn't notice if you took your car.
Yeah. So, we're getting in the car. I'm telling him, we need to go somewhere that's not here.
Mm-hmm.
And...
Figure out what just happened to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
You have his phone on you.
Yeah. And I'm obviously not going to tell him, he was possessed, but I'm just going to explain what happened in the way that, a mortal would believe.
Yeah.
Kind of like you entered a fugue state after you answered a phone call and did this thing.
Okay, well, who called me?
I don't know. I'm going to find out.
Okay, so you dial it?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we're going to, split screen here. As you both dial the number, you hear a voice on the other end that you understand, but that no mortal could possibly have understood.
Okay.
They are speaking the Enochian angelic speech. Make me what would be a good roll for figuring out what lore that is being used?
I assume if it's any lores we have, we would know it.
They are not lores that you guys have.
Okay, that's... I
would say wits and occult.
I don't know.
I'm going to give you guys wits and eminence.
What the fuck?
Okay.
Where's
Or
eminence?
what's the one that lets you...
Oh, our background.
Yeah,
Okay.
your background. What's your...
Wits and legacy.
Wits and the one that lets you remember.
Legacy
Yeah,
is
legacy.
as you remember your history.
Wits and legacy.
Difficulty?
Awful.
7.
It's not awful, so let's try it.
Because neither of you are this house.
Wits and... Okay, so I get 5. You said 7?
Mm-hmm. 4 successes.
3.
3 successes? Okay. I'm going to just take this for a second to look up something. You know, both of you know, from 3 and 4 successes respectfully, that the voice on the other end is the voice of a general of the Defiler House. And they are using the 5th dot of Lore of Longing, the Torment version, Inspire.
Inspired to do a thing.
Inspired to do a thing, but with Torment it gives madness and basically allows them to commit acts of violence they normally would not. The music in this episode was provided by David Hillowitz, Kevin McLeod, Komiku, and Raphael Krusch. If you liked what you heard, leave us a good review on iTunes as it helps us get out to a few more ears like yours. And if you have any questions for us, whether about our main campaign that releases on Thursdays or our side story Tuesday games, you can send them to apairofdicelost@gmail.com. And remember to let your good dice roll.